The preds that society accepts. Let's watch.
Strip club is where we going, bro. This guy crazy.
Yeah.
What you just saw is a bunch of groupies following LeBron trying to get him to slip up. And luckily, he's not new to this. He's true to this.
Don't do that to the king.
You feel me? He's an OG. He's a vet. He went down the escalator that was going up. Hey, G move. But I want you to imagine this. Imagine you're a 20-year-old NBA rookie. You just got drafted. You got millions in the bank account. You're playing in the league with some of the guys you looked up to growing up. Life is golden. But what you don't realize is that everyone is eyeing your success and your wallet. And no, I'm not talking about your agent or those newfound family members that just started coming around in the last couple of months. I'm talking about the gold diggers. You see, when most people think about predators, they think about these older men who are sometimes wealthy, you know, they tend to be creepy, going after these younger women. But what we're here to talk about today is a predator that most people don't see coming. The older female predators who prey on young successful men.
Yeah, it's a lot of that shit going on.
And look, before I get started,
what was that nigga name? Oh girl, baby daddy, PJ Washington, I think.
With this video, I have nothing against legal age gap relationships. If you guys are both consenting adults, you can love whoever you want.
Facts.
But today we're here to expose these older women who've taken advantage of these young successful men and use them for their money. Meet 39-year-old Drea Michelle.
She's 39.
This dude you see right here is her 22-year-old son, Nico. And you see what they're doing in this clip is sitting courtside in Drea Michelle's 22-year-old NBA boyfriend Jaylen Green's
22-year-old boyfriend, your son, 22.
Game. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't imagine someone who's not.
You fucking with your son best friend, bro. These niggas in the same class. You with the nigga? Come on.
Only the same age group as me, but
with your son best friend. These niggas in algebra together. He talking about how you with your mom, bro. Goddamn.
The same exact age as me, being in the father figure role in my
nigga,
life.
I cry.
That's just insane. I ain't gonna lie. But that's a topic for another video. You see, my issue with these couples that have these huge age gaps is you question whether or not the love is genuine. Because I'm a strong believer that to even get to the point where you love someone, you gotta have that initial interest. And no, I'm not talking about interest on a physical level because you see people who you find attractive every single day. I'm talking about genuinely having things in common. For example, hobbies, activities, aspirations. What could this young man in his early 20s have in common with his significantly older mother? Especially when it's a mother that has a son the same age as him. I mean, just look at this insane story post she made. I don't want to figure it out on my own. I want to call my man. Y'all is crazy. Excuse me one sec. Call Jaylen. Brief intermission. I'm trying to get to 100K subs, so I'd appreciate my dick is old. He should be calling you. I'm genuinely wondering how she didn't cringe enough to just not write that statement. How does she shift her brain so she doesn't feel like she's addressing her?
So she was 17 when she had her son. Damn, so the year she had her son and the year her man was born was the same year.
Son when she's talking to him. And it's just hard to imagine that a dude in his late teens, early 20s has that much in common with an older lady. And that's the thing that makes me question, okay, is this an organic relationship or is there some sort of ulterior motive behind it? Because
I feel like once you get past 25, and I know Jaylen Green, he ain't 25 yet, but I feel like once you get past 25, like shit just start to like, it's kind of like the same. Like, I mean, of course you age, but it's like, I don't know how to explain. I'm not even 25 yet. I'm just talking shit.
There are legit women out there who have made it their profession to finesse, swindle these men out of their money. And look, again, I'm not trying to be the relationship police. I have nothing against age gap relationships. But the consequences when these relationships go wrong are huge on the young man. Because there's always the possibility that you might have a child with the lady and now you have to deal with child support, which can cost like 6 figures a month if you have that type of money. Or let's say, for example, this athlete happens to marry the lady and he doesn't sign a prenup. Which that isn't even crazy to think because a lot of these young guys are head over heels over these ladies because they're so
Don't be stupid, man. Get that. Don't even get married, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck a prenup. Don't even get married, gang.
Good at manipulating these men. So now imagine this young dude marries this older lady and down the line he sees all the red flags that he didn't see before as he grows and matures, and now they get a divorce. Now she's walking off with millions of his money. There's literally a study that shows that professional athletes lose 60% of their earnings within 5 years of retirement. And these bad relationships play a huge role in that. And look, I will say that she's completely changed her life around now, but one of the people who was known for this type of behavior was Brittney Renner. I mean, she was so known for it in the past that Deion Sanders had her come and talk to his football players.
This was crazy, bro. He got the motherfucking GOAT herself to come talk to these little niggas, bro.
So my My name is...
That's like having Osama bin Laden coming to talk about terrorism.
Brittney Renner, a.k.a. Bundle of Brittney on Instagram. I have been on social media for almost...
Joke ain't took notes all year, but now you want to take it.
Yeah, all these niggas trying to get trapped too.
And that's how the game starts, with the phone.
Right.
They going on Instagram, and they see you. Take us on the journey of how
Yo, niggas had a whole intervention for this shit though. That shit funny as hell.
just played out.
I mean, honey, like, I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me, I feel like
Hold on. They missed that game.
I'm talking heavy
Verified.
hitters. Some of y'all's favorite rappers, NBA players, football players. It's like, to me, once
This
you
used to fuck with Uzi too, or am I tripping?
reach that level just of popularity, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. If you play a sport, it's kind of like, well, that's an incentive to talk to you. A lot of times, women, men in general, everybody wants something.
Thank you.
Everybody wants something. So it's like, even if we both have our own thing going on, me still being with you is a good look because you boost my stock. To be able to decipher who really loves you for you, I think that's like the billion-dollar question we're all wanting to know.
And you see, the crazy thing about these type of situations is that there's a huge double standard. For example, just a couple days ago, a 22-year-old man was ambushed and beaten for linking up with an 18-year-old girl.
Police here telling me that a group of students used the Tinder dating app to lure a man to campus so he could meet up with a teenage girl.
Okay, I don't even think you can be on Tinder if you're not 18, so technically he didn't do...
Nigga, 18 is the legal age of consent. I can see if she was like 16, 15, bro, but like... Even 17, but you gonna jump a nigga for messing with a girl that's of age. Now 22, 18, that is a little, you know what I'm saying, that's a little weird. I ain't saying that's, you know what I'm saying, but they both legal adults, bro. They both, you know, that's like college age, you know. Like what?
Anything to break
that's legal as fuck. Super legal.
Law, even though that age gap is a little weird.
And once he showed up, he was allegedly beaten up by this group of students, even though police say he did nothing wrong.
And this is a huge side note, and I'm by no means trying to support predators.
Beat them niggas up who be fucking with them little 13-year-olds and all that shit, bro. 18 that's legal, bro. That's the age of consent everywhere in America. Well, not even everywhere. I know some places it's 16, which is a little weird to me, but like 18 is like, that's the age, that's like the normal like age of consent. Most people see that as like an adult. So
But for people who try to catch predators, please don't try to do some vigilante work where you're doing all the investigation by yourself and whatnot. Do it the legal way. Because when you get to the point where you actually want to put the guy in jail, the police might not be able to put him in jail because of the way you obtained the evidence. All that's gonna do is put the predator on alert, and now he's gonna be moving even sneakier and he's gonna be harder to catch. But back to the conversation of double standards. See, I know someone's gonna come in my comments and say that men do the same thing all the time, they're just not necessarily after the money. And look, I totally agree, but see, the difference is when the man is the older partner in an age gap relationship, the man is usually more successful and has a lot more clout. For example, Jeff Bezos and his ex-wife. After they divorced, she became a billionaire. And there's numerous occasions of stuff like this happening where a woman marries a wealthy man and then after they divorce, she runs off with his wealth. Which again, I'm not trying to justify anything here, but I'm just saying is usually worse for the dudes. I think that might be the reason why Leonardo DiCaprio hasn't gotten married to this point. Dude just keeps dating models that are 25 years old and younger and lives his life. And I also gotta talk about how different men and women are treated in these type of situations. A perfect example is Zoe Kravitz. After the situation went down with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, she made a couple of posts online that threw shade at the...
And here is a picture of my dress at the party after the award show where we are apparently screaming profanities and assaulting people on stage now.
Smith family. So basically people started digging up old comments that Zoe Kravitz had made about Jay.
Even more awesome for Zoe spending time with the Smith clan when the cameras weren't rolling. There were moments that I was hanging out with Jaylen and thinking, I can't believe you're 14. I have to check myself. Like, what do I say to you? What's this bitch talking about? He has so much personality and so much way. He is so much cooler than I am, and he is so handsome. I was always like, when you're older, you know, we'll hang out. No, that's inappropriate. You're 14.
Jaden Smith.
We'll be really passionate. Jayden! Sorry.
Great! Perfect!
You made
I've
it.
been looking for you for the past forever.
I dragged him out tonight.
Oh my gosh.
He dragged you? This is my date.
Oh my gosh, I've been looking for you for 45 minutes
Don't leave.
casually.
I wanna, hey, just don't
Okay,
leave.
yes.
Don't leave.
I'm-
Hang on. 10 around
This
with
is
me.
Zoe Kravitz, my nigga. Like, nah, that's fucked up. Nah, but like, you know what I'm saying? I was Jaden
You
Smith.
think she looks? Tell me how.
You look like something that you would find in like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Like,
That's
wow.
why I keep him around. Don't leave. Sorry, that's like my love of my life.
What did he say you look like?
Willy Wonka is something in Willy Wonka. That's what like a 60-year-old says to you as a compliment. It's great. What was I saying? I don't
He's your date for tonight.
Why should people like mention his age? Oh, that's what this
like a
16-year-old.
60-year-old says to you as a compliment.
He's 14. He's so cool.
That's great.
She's like.
What was I saying? I don't
He's your date for tonight.
Yes, I dragged him out. I texted him and I said, you have to come, so he did. I love him.
And see, I think it's great that they called her out about it, but how come they didn't call her out about it when it first happened? They only called her out about it when she got in the midst of this altercation between Will Smith and...
Yeah, it's like every time something like people don't be actually caring about that shit. I feel like if you actually cared about it, you would have brought it up when it happened. People be bringing up shit like 10 years down the line. Like, bro, Jaylen is like a grown-ass man. Now you just not bring that up.
Chris Rock. So something huge had to happen just to call attention to something that was obviously wrong.
Wait, how
now, don't
old
get me
is
wrong. There are situations in these age gap relationships where the lady isn't gold digging, obviously. A great example is the Ball brothers, for example, Mellow Ball and Jello Ball, where both of them are in a relationship with an older lady who has her own money. Plus, LeVar Ball approves of their relationship, so I'm sure they got nothing to worry about.
Nikki. Yeah. Oh my God, I love her. This is the only one that got her own spot in Beverly Hills. Everybody thinking she a gold digger and got a youngster. No, he said these other girls I'm dealing with have no sense. Everybody talking all this stuff. She business fine. Her family like that. Right. Her mom talk business. And they talk business to Jello about business. Mm-hmm. So this is the part I like. She had a Lamborghini Urus. She driving that, the baby seat in the back. Mm-hmm. She says it's too small. I got to get another ride. I think I'm gonna get that Cullinan. Yeah. Rolls Royce Cullinan. Yeah. 2 weeks later, she get that. Not using my son's money, using her money. Her own money. The woman that Mello has, Anna, like her, love her. Anna is like, everybody's stuck on that thing like, oh, she's so old, he's so young. She a woman. These other girls is pushing buttons to make these basketball players go crazy, and now they beating them and strangling them and all that, and they losing their whole career. He always played up 6 and 7 years, so he a little more older than what he is. So, of course, he's not going to pick the girlfriend type from high school. He going to try to gravitate to a woman.
If you know LeVar Ball, you know how much he cares about his sons, how much he's invested in them, and just how intelligent he is. So he would
LeVar and letting that gold digger shit slide.
Never go for anything like that. So to my fellow young successful dudes, if you find a woman like this who has things going for herself and you can tell genuinely cares about you, and the people whose opinions you value in your life also approve of her, yeah, go ahead and do it. But otherwise, please don't be another cautionary tale. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much for watching. Go ahead and like, comment.
Wait, fly SRT first shot, the last song like a red. Yeah, I told Quinn throw a hit, man, just wear that Glock, I got your back. Stole a whip, punch and hit the lights, I fought round through my flat. I slide the OG for some runs, I know he mad, can't get it back. Wait, bitch, I'm